afternoon. This will be my summary of learning for ECS 210. So this class was different than a lot of classes I've had. It definitely challenged me to think in new ways, kind of think outside the box, and think, just really think differently. And so it was kind of challenging in that way. But that was good. It was a good experience. Now this class was specifically on curriculum, and I came into the class thinking curriculum was one way, but I left a little more confused actually. I definitely think about it a lot differently now. At first I came in and I knew it was the written document. It was mandated. It was the rules, the guidelines, the basis for teaching. But I knew it could also be dynamic too. And it was kind of your direction for learning. So that's kind of what I knew about curriculum, but I definitely learned a lot more about what it was or what it is, or how it can change. In our last class, we were talking about metaphors for curriculum, and it got me thinking, and it definitely helped me a lot to see curriculum in a different way. My favorite metaphor that I looked at was that curriculum was like a road or a path through a valley. It's shaped by the environment, where it is. It winds and curves. It may go around a boulder or a hill. So as this road is going through the valley, it's being shaped by different things. And as I'm traveling down the road, I might see signs telling me there's a curve up ahead or telling me to slow down. And so there's also outside sources influencing how you move along the road. There also might be or no end to the road. It might just keep going forever. And we interact with the road, but we're not always mindful of it. And it's not about what the road is made out of, but really where it's leading you. And so I really like this metaphor for curriculum because it shows exactly how dynamic it is. Yes, it is kind of the rules and guidelines we have to follow as teachers, but it's shaped by so many different things, and we should be more mindful of that. So this class was really helpful for me to really learn more about what curriculum is. Like I said earlier, it still is kind of confusing, and I don't know if anyone truly understands what it means to teach curriculum, but what I know now is that there's so many different ways to teach it, and you include curriculum in all different subject areas and grades, but what you do with it can differ, and it can be really unique. Another big portion of this class was talking about diversity and treaty education, which I feel like I had a pretty good understanding of treaty education even before coming to university. Speaking with a lot of my colleagues, they said that they really had no treaty education growing up, and that was different for me. I had quite a bit of it, which I realized was quite different, which I hadn't realized before. So I felt like I had a pretty good understanding of treaty education and why we teach treaties. But the experiences I've had this year have developed that more and shaped it more. I went to the treaty education conference, and that was a really good experience for myself, about learning exactly why we teach treaties, because we're all treaty people. And that's something that I didn't give a lot of thought before, actually. It kind of confused me, but I feel like I have a bit of a better understanding now. It's still kind of challenging to talk about diversity, even though I feel like it maybe shouldn't be that challenging, all of our students are going to be different. It doesn't matter what their race, religion, social class is. They're all different, and they all want to learn different things, and they all have different strengths and weaknesses. And to me, diversity is about everyone having the right to an education and working with our students. There is a quote that I really, really liked that in the past, education was about the students learning away the teacher taught, but education should be teachers teaching how the students learn. So I think that's that's a quote that has stuck with me this whole semester, and something I have thought about a lot. So overall, I really enjoyed this class, and I'm not done learning, obviously, but it's definitely helped shape what I think about curriculum and my educational philosophy. So I can't wait to gain a greater understanding of this in the future. Thanks for listening.